Meanwhile, analysts have criticized the policies implemented by President Bola Tinubu's administration to alleviate economic hardship, saying that they have not produced any positive result. Speaking with TV 360, Wilson Manji expressed concerns that the measures taken so far intended to address the nation's economic challenges have failed to yield the desired outcomes. The criticism highlights growing frustrations among experts and citizens who are yet to see significant improvement in living conditions and economic stability since the implementation of these policies.
Needed to look at its trajectory, its growth trajectory, its development trajectory, and see how we can be able to build an economy that is sustainable, that would ensure that our GDP, is grown, that would ensure that we are able to move from a consumption economy to a production economy, which would ensure that we have stability in terms of economic activities, in terms of the earning power per capita, of every citizen, in terms of even how we're able to have, food security, as it were. But over the years, we have incrementally found a situation that, the economy has suffered a hit, and things have sort of gradually, had an impact, on several sectors of our economy. And while these needs that are being raised today from the electricity, subsidy that was removed and the hike in electricity tariffs that we have today, to the issue of fuel subsidy that was also removed by the president, which also impacted on the price of the commodity and has a ripple effect on not just the transport sector, but when you talk about food, because there is transportation of goods and services from one location to another. And the moment, you have an impact on the major, source of revenue generation for your country and our economy, ripple effect of virtually everything. And this is where we have a major problem. The issue has been one that needed, sort of a very, very, I would say a state of emergency on the economy to ensure that we're able to, reverse the entire, challenges that we face as a country, and not just on a specific area. Electricity generation is critical because, a large population, in the country, are those that are within the small and medium enterprise scale, sector, needing, some form of energy to run their businesses. And with this hike in tariff, it sort of alters, everything that we've been looking at as a country. So the issues, and again, you can't reverse such, years and, of slow growth, of the economy within, with one policy or two policy pronouncements. Yes, it may seem as, you basically have other sectors of the economy being impacted. And as I've been raised, before, a solution as raising the minimum wage may seem ideal. However, you would realize that, across board, this may not, it may create a strain, on the entire economy, and we are unable to meet such obligations, as a country. So by and large, the needs that, as we've seen from one location to another that you've raised that vary, are also a reflection of how people interpret, this situation, how citizens interpret their situation and localize it to their own context. For some, it's an issue of hunger. I do not have food to take care of my family. I cannot put, have 3 square meals based on the earning power that I have today, or even the minimum wage that is being proposed. I cannot be able to meet the nutritional needs of my family. For others, I as a small business holder, I need energy, and this energy is too expensive for me to be able to maintain my business. For others, it's education, it's healthcare. So once you move from, depending on where you are or what side of the divide you are, you realize that, the interpretation of the issues would vary. Certainly because everyone or every citizen has, the way or the side of, the coin that is impacting him, or her.